Hi, I'm Hub Arkus, along with Associate Editor Eli Caber, and we bring you more of our exclusive Pro Football Weekly Way We Hear It. Eli, of course, covering the AFC West for us. And you know, all the focus on the New York Jets and Tim Tebow. Could he really be a number 2 quarterback? Well, new Raiders head coach Dennis Allen, Eli, he may have a crazier plan than Rex Ryan does.
Yeah, his backup quarterback is Terrell Pryor, who's never played in an NFL game, barely played in an NFL preseason game, barely gone through a training camp. He was a supplemental pick last August, obviously not Dennis Allen or Reggie McKenzie's pick, the new GM of the Raiders, but he's the only backup quarterback they have. So they're going into this offseason with Carson Palmer at number 1 and the inexperienced Terrell Pryor at number 2.
And we know how brittle Carson Palmer has been in recent years, and the really stunning thing about this is you hear a lot about Tim Tebow's mechanics. Well, Terrell Pryor's got issues with mechanics as well, but in addition to that, he is legendarily one of the most inaccurate quarterbacks in the history of college football, a much better athlete than Tim Tebow, and with no accuracy, how do you play the position in the NFL?
Well, that's the big question for the Raiders. Allen said that the goal for Terrell Pryor is to get better every day as a quarterback, and he's seen that happen, but accuracy, presence in the pocket are still big problems for Pryor. He still has the instinct to run at every opportunity. He's a tremendous athlete, like you mentioned, great speed, great size, but he's not a quarterback yet. The Raiders are going to be in big trouble if Palmer goes down again.
You know, I don't think anybody was shocked when the Raiders used the number 3 pick in the supplemental draft because they didn't have a 4. He wasn't going to be there at 5. He is that kind of athlete, but was he going to be a quarterback? You can teach mechanics, you can't really teach accuracy.
That was like the last legendary Al Davis pick. I mean, he has all the traits of a Raiders player, the size, the speed, but they have to figure out a position for him. Right now, Allen has him as the number 2 quarterback behind Palmer, but that could be subject to change if they could find somebody else.
Now, Eli, one other interesting note from your division, and this is bearing on the New York Jets and Tim Tebow and the comparisons here. Bronco players now letting out a little bit that not everybody was that thrilled to be Tim Tebow's teammate. Again, not because he's a bad guy, but because of everything he brought with him. Imagine now how that'll be magnified in New York.
Yeah, Demaryius Thomas, the wide receiver that caught that 80-yard bomb in the playoff game over the Steelers, said recently that he was excited to move on to Peyton Manning because he's finally going to see some balls that are accurate, thrown his way, thrown in stride. And you hear a lot of other Broncos players saying similar type things, that the offense is much crisper with Manning, that they can run a traditional pro-style offense. It seems like they're pretty happy to let Tim Tebow go and Peyton Manning to come in.
Life with Peyton Manning, life with Tim Tebow, it's starting to look that way, folks. That's going to do it for this edition of Our Way We Hear It. For the best in NFL news, notes, and analysis, check back right here at ProFootballWeekly.com, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.